Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good morning.
morning, ma. Good morning, ma. I can
I
hear
am
you, ma.
Latifat Bello Abdul Fattah. I'm Latifat Bello Abdul Fattah,
Okay, ma,
a
you are welcome.
lecturer of chemical science from Summit University of.
You're
Yesterday,
welcome.
my network was somehow bad, and I was not able to follow up with all the classes. So, and yesterday there was a grouping, which I was unable to meet with my partner for the group. So if I should understand very well yesterday, I thought we are to download journals, but based on what was taught today, we are talking about literature review. So what I want clarification on is this. Are we downloading journals or literature review for the assignments? And how many journals are we expected to come up with? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are going to download a journal. So in that journal, we are going to extract our own literature review from there. So we are to download 50 journals or conference papers by each group, which we will discuss that on we will distribute that on WhatsApp. Like how many, like it depends on how many of us are in a group. That's how we are going to distribute it among ourselves. So maybe five per person. We have to download either journal or conference paper. So we are all going to download actually, but that journal and or conference are going to download, that is where we are going to extract our own literature review. If you attend this today's class, you will see that he was actually explaining something about he was explaining something about he was explaining something about the template. So that template is what we are going to use to extract our own literature review. So we also send the templates to the group so that everybody will have access to it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Meaning I'm on the track because I downloaded journals. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Why sounds like
Hello. Fatima Bashir.
Hello, ma. We can hear you, ma.
Okay. Are we starting with the extractions here? That's in this class, or we'll go and do it ourselves, or we have to share idea on this in this.
Ma, we are here to share ideas, but like I'll share my screen on how to search for papers.
Room now.
Yes, ma. I'll yes, ma. We'll search for papers here. I'll share my screen. Then we'll use the different methods we were taught today on how to search for papers online. Hello, ma. Can you hear me? Hello, ma. Hello.
Thank you. So are we waiting for others to come in,
We
or we
start
start now?
now. So they'll join us. Yes, ma.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
share the link to the group again. I'm not seeing it.
I'm sending it. Ma, she will share our screen with us now. So after sharing the screen, she will explain where and how we are going to download the conference and journal papers. So after doing that, I think all of us are in group. Please, if you are not in the group, please kindly drop your number so that we can add you to the group. So after joining the group, in the group, we have to share the paper. We have to share the paper so that each of us we download at least maybe five or three per person. So and after downloading, she will teach you how to use the template. So each of us we have to fill the template, then send it to the group. Thank you.
Now I'll share my screen. We'll start with the Google Scholar. Let me research it for it. Google Scholar. Then after loading, we'll type for our topics. Let's start with methods of leaf identification. So these are different searches, but let's check for custom range like 2018. Oh, the year has to be like 5 years, maximum of 5 years different. So let's start with 2018 to 2022. So we'll search for methods of leaf identification, leaf disease. Yesterday we were to search on leaf, basically on maize leaf. So let me use maize leaf identification. So these are different search. Let's see. This on maize leaf disease detection and classification using machine learning algorithm 2020. Then we move a novel method of maize leaf identification, image identification based on multi-channel convolution, now neural network. So let me go for this and see. So this a paper. We'll download the paper first. Where's the download? Let me see. This is a closed access, so we'll have to open it. There is this website called Sci-Hub used to open all closed access books. So Sci-Hub.
Hello, hello,
Yes.
hello.
Hello.
Sorry for interruption, please. I lost connection during the course of at the beginning of the session. I'm using my kind of smartphone to
Yes,
connect
I
back
can.
to you. So, please, where are we now? Where are we headed to?
We are currently on searching for papers. So we search for a paper and it is a closed access. We don't have access to it until we paid. So there's this website called SciHub to remove all barriers
Okay,
in the ways of science. So in this
okay,
SciHub, there's this DOI code.
okay,
Yeah. So we have to use the DOI to open the access using the SciHub. So
okay. For the
copy.
for the papers that are not accessible.
Yes.
Okay,
So I'll copy the link on the DOI, then I'll paste it here, then open. But it is not all papers that Sci-Hub can open. It's not all
okay,
papers that Sci-Hub has access to.
okay,
So like this paper now, we'll see. It is currently loading. While it is still loading, let's talk more on the topic. The topic is how to leaf disease identification, how to use a drone on leaf disease identification, machine vision based plant identification. So now yesterday when we came, we decided on maybe we should use maize, maize leaf. So because maize leaf is more common, so we're using machine vision based on plant disease, on plant that is leaf plant disease. So as you can see now, the sci hub opened it and we could see our journal. Hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead, we can.
Okay, ma. So this the paper. This is the proposed methodology. So advanced in intelligent system and computing, volume 119. These are the authors, series of editors. This is indexing. Indexing, it can be the keywords. The books of this series are submitted on ISI proceeding EI, Compedex, DBLI, LP, Scopus, Google Scholar, and Springer links. So this is a journal. This is a textbook. Let me see more. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Please, I would like to emphasize on something more to be more easier for us to download our journals and conference. Please, it's very advisable for us to download a conference or journal, like for more for us to be for it to be more easier for us to understand. Like now, what we are trying to use now is like 200 and something pages. I'm very sure it can be more easier for us to understand because we have to read a lot in order to understand what we want to do. So if you want to download a journal or a book, at least let it be at least 10 to 12 pages. That's why it's very much more advisable to download conference paper. Conference paper are not more than 4, 5, sometimes 3, 6, and it's very, very explanatory that you can read on your own and digest immediately. So please, if you want to download any paper, let it be journal that's no more than at least 12, 14, and all. And it's very, very advisable for us to download conference paper. Conference paper are more easier to read and understand because they are not much. They are at least 3, 4, 5 pages of paper. So thank you very much. She will like to use IEE now, so that in IEE she can explain which one is in IE you can see which one is conference and which one is journals and which one
I'm
is
sorry,
book.
Bilkis,
So
can
she
you
will
please
use
mute your
IE
audio?
uh, paper to explain it to us now. Thank you very much.
Hello, Ms. Bilkisu, are you emphasizing on journal
This is
on
IEE,
conference papers
IEEE.
simply because of the limited timeline that we have for this program? Because I think journal articles carry more weight than conference papers.
Please,
Why
sorry, can you
don't
come
we
again?
use both? Why don't we use
Yes, we
both journal articles and conference papers, just as we have specified? Maybe the ones that are not more than 12 pages in the case of journal papers. Then we can use
Yes, we
both.
can use. Can you hear me? Hello,
Yes, I
can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can use journal paper and conference papers together. But like journal papers, yes, if you can get journal papers that are not more than maybe 12 pages, it is more easier to digest, more easier
Yes,
to read
so
than
yes, that is
like
clear.
the one
Yeah.
I opened the other time. It was a textbook,
Mm,
not
mm,
a, because it has 660 something pages.
then you
Like,
do away with it. You dump it.
yes.
Mm,
Yes. So now this is IEEE Explore. In IEEE Explore, I can search for conference. I can search
Add
for
to what she just said. Can you hear me, Malan Yaya? If I can add
I can
to
hear you.
what Bilkisu is trying to explain there, it's just for
Mm.
your own consumption and for it to
Yes,
make it
just in order
easier
to ease
for
our
you.
work.
You know, there are
Mm,
some we have like 20 pages, 27 pages, and for some
yes, I
journal
understand. Mm,
papers or
mm,
for some conference papers, you have just like 5 pages or 6 pages. So for it to ease
exactly.
your task and make it
Mm,
efficient for you, so you can
mm.
go for the conference papers or the journals with limited pages, maybe like
Only limited
5,
number of
12.
pages. Okay, it's
That
okay.
will be
It's okay.
easy. Yes. So thank you,
The
sir.
message is clear. Mm, thank you.
okay. So
So
like
Fatima, please
here
go
now.
ahead.
Okay, ma. So this is IEEE Explore. It's trying to log in. In IEEE Explore. Sorry. Like it's the network IEEE Explore. This is it. In IEEE Explore now, I'll search for my Miss if disease identification. So it will bring out results as we're waiting for the result. At the result here, we have conference, we have journals. So let's check for the conference papers. Apply. These are all search results under here there is all results and open access only. In open access only, we can only find those results that they are only open. But like here now, we can notice that they are red the padlocks. These padlocks means they are closed access, that we can't have access to them only if we pay. But with the help of Sci-Hub and DOI number, we can use Sci-Hub to open some of them, but not all. So let me check. These are closed access, but we find mostly of um closed access more than open access. So let me check if there's any open access here. We're unable to find results on maize leaf identification. So now most of the conference under IEEE maize leaf disease identification are closed access. So we'll be using Sci-Hub to open some of them. As earlier on, the presenter was talking about the Sci-Hub, the open this conference. This is a conference paper year 2021. So as the presenter the other time was talking about, the IEEE Explore brings out the abstract. In the abstract, you can know more about the paper before you paid for it, whether you are paying for it or not, or before you will be able to download. So here we have the DOI number. So I'll be copying it. We'll open it. So So I'll paste the POI number here, then open it. We'll have full access to the paper. But there are some papers that Sci-Hub doesn't give access, like this now. Sorry, Sci-Hub has not included this article yet. So I'll be checking for other papers too. So maize leaf disease identification caused by fungus with digital image processing. As we are using a drone, a UAV, or manned area vehicle, we'll be using an algorithm that will be using the image to check to get more information about the leaf. So now let me check for the this is the abstract. So I'll check for the DOI number. This is the DOI link. As you can see now, this one is loading. So Sci-Hub has access to this. So we'll check on the paper, review paper, and see. This is a paper. If we all notice, this is a paper of 9 pages. When going through it, we'll have more. We can go through a 4 page paper, 9 page paper more easily than 20 something pages paper. So this about this. In a review paper, this is the title of the paper. Then it has the abstract. Then in an abstract, this is the index terms can also be called the keywords. Instead of keywords, you see much more of index terms. So the index term close tolerance fit has then this is a brief introduction about the paper. This passive alignment of the paper, and these are different diagrams on like on the dimensions, graphical explanation of the insertion of the algorithm. So now I'll open a template, I'll fill one, so we'll see how it is. First, I'll save the file with this name. Always save a paper with the name, the title given to the paper. So while searching for it in further, you won't get misplaced. I'll be downloading the paper. The paper has been saved. So let me open a template, then we'll fill it. I have a literature review template here. This is a review paper. As our first presenter explained the other time, this is the reading log and this is the filed art. Then here, this title of article. These are article title. Then to your convenient font. Then paper source or URL. Sometimes it can be difficult to search for the paper source or URL. Then you can use your DOI number. So, and date access today is 13th September 2022. Then this how to list a paper in APA or IEE format in the reference section. It's more or less like the this is the reference section. So I'll copy the title. I'll use Google Scholar to cite the title. This is the title we're given. This is the paper that we searched for. There's this site. Then we'll be citing it. Is it in MLA or APA? But while citing, at the template it was APA format, APA format, or IEEE format in the reference section. So we'll be using the APA format. This is the APA format. Then the keywords. These are the keywords. Then description of the article title. As the presenter said the other time, this description of the article title, passive alignment principle for robotic assembly between a ring and shaft with extremely narrow clearance. So now if we are to describe the article title, we are to use our own words to describe this title, passive alignment principle for robotic assembly between a ring and shaft with extremely narrow clearance. Please, if anyone has an idea how we can describe this article title on our own. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello,
Yes, we can hear you. I'm not seeing
Yes.
very clearly because I'm kind of joining from my smartphone, so the screen is not big enough for me to see what you are doing, but I can
Okay.
only hear you.
Can you see?
Yes, go ahead.
Passive alignment principle.
Yes, sir. While we are searching for the description of article titles, I just want to briefly summarize what my partner has been explaining since morning. When you want to download any papers, it is advisable to use your the title of the paper to save the paper because of future reference. For example, maybe near in the future, you want to go back to the work to check for something. If you use the name that's the what is it called, the browser come up with, it's very, very difficult for us to know which paper is which.
Exactly. Exactly.
But but if you use our title to save, it's very, very more easier for us. At least we will remember that it has something. We have a keyword that we saved that will give us a very, very important
That will
way
make
to
it easier
see.
for us to identify it whenever we want to retrieve it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, let's let me go straight to the literature review now. While filling the literature review, uh, if you want to save the literature review template also, it will be advisable for us to use the article title to save the literature review template. So we can just add templates at the front so that in case we will know the difference between the paper and the template. All right, thank you. And also for the paper source, she said something earlier that it's advisable for us to use the DOI number than to use the HTTP, the URL, sorry. The reason why she said that is that sometimes when we download a paper from one website now, maybe nice, maybe later in the future, maybe later in the future, we wanted to download the same paper. Maybe we lost the paper and we have the template, but we are not sure of something we want to check, and we later went back to the website. The website might have been down by that time, but having the DOI will help us to search for the paper so that we can download it easier. But it's very advisable for us to put both the URL and the DOI DOI link to the paper source. It's very, very advisable. In case one is down, the other one will give us a way out. So that's just, and the reason why we are using the date access is because we know the dates we downloaded the paper. In case we want to do any later feature reference or anything about it. So I think nobody is giving us the description of articles, and while I was explaining, she came up with a description of article. And the description of the article is just like the title itself, but trying to explain it in a layman language in a way that we understand. That's just
So my description will be between a ring and shaft. Between a ring and shaft with a very small clearance, the passive alignment concept for robotic assembly is used. So this is my description. As we know, the title of the article is Passive Alignment Principle for Robotic Assembly Between a Ring and Shaft with Extremely Narrow Clearance. So the way I described mine is now between a ring and shaft with a very small clearance, the passive alignment concept for robotic assembly is used. or we can say using a ring and shaft with a very small clearance, the passive alignment concept for robotic assembly is used. So we'll be rounding up now. So maybe we'll be stopping here while tomorrow we'll continue from here. Thank you very much, everyone. So if you have any question, you can send it to the group, or I'll be sending the link to the group now. Thank you very much, everyone. Let me
Uh,
send the link.
hello. Can you just finish description of methodology?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have another description? Hello, sir.
Hello, yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have
I was trying to get one. I think if
okay?
you, from the title of the paper, can you just scroll up?
Okay. Okay. Passive alignment principle for robotic assembly.
Yeah. So this principle is just like I think the paper described a method on how ring and a shaft behave, but it's not just all the clearance, but this an extremely narrow clearance. So
Uh,
the clearance might even be wider, but this particular one talks about the narrow.
uh, so, sir, what is now your idea now? Do you have any description of article title?
I think it's just like a concept that describe how the alignment is assembled between a ring and a shaft that has a narrow clearance.
Okay, sir. I'll send the link to the group now. In case if you are not in the group, you can
It's okay.
join.
Please, what? Okay. So one vital question before we leave
So
is
we'll
to
send
Miss
you.
Fatima.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Please,
Hello,
this
I can hear you, sir.
template that we are filling now at the moment, is it what is expected of any researcher whenever one is carrying out literature review or systematic literature review? You have to fill it
Yes,
for
sir.
individual article that is relevant to your
Yes, sir.
review process.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
it's okay.
So now I'll
Thank you
send
very
the
much.
link to the group. So if you have any more any comments, we'll stop here.
As in
If
the
you have
WhatsApp group
any
or what?
question or contribution, we'll send it to the
As in the
group.
WhatsApp group?
Yes, sir.
Are you referring to? Oh, okay, it's okay. Noted. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Sorry, please, if I can add to your question. For that template, if you remember the first presenter in the morning mentioned that that is the format the family of Professor Ibino used. You can modify yourself, you can still use that format. It depends on what you want. If it's
It's
okay
okay.
by you, then for the family, that's what they use. That's
Yes,
the template you
you
saw
know,
there.
Professor Prof is an authority. We have to toe his footsteps.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So so it's an eye opener.
Thank you.
So we adhere to it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Fatima, go
Thank you.
ahead, please.
You are
Okay,
welcome.
ma.
You are welcome.
I'll be sharing the link to the group in case if you are not in the group. So any question or any suggestion can be sent to the group. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Okay. Or maybe I'll just add everyone. I could see all your numbers on the chat box. I'll add everyone to the group. Thank you very much for coming. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.